She lived life the way she wanted to and made her dreams come true.
Hello, beautiful Leo. I'm Trini, and welcome to your general tarot reading for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. Now, we're going to take a look at everything: overall energy, spiritual guidance. I'll lay a Celtic cross spread to take a look at the energies and how they're moving for the month of August. Also, we'll look at love, money, and career. And then to close, I'll pull a spirit animal card. I love to do that so that we can see what energy is coming to you to support you. All right, now before I start pulling cards, I love to play a healing tone to raise your vibration and make sure that you're open to receive all of the wonderful messages that universe has for you. So beautiful, Leo. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any tension that you feel in your body. Allow any fears, doubts, or worries to melt away. Know that this is your time. I see truth, I hear truth, I know truth, and I speak truth. So must it be on all dimensions. Ashe. Alright, Leo, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to pull a manifestation card to open to see what guidance is coming through for you. Alright, you've got attend to the details. There's something, there's like, I see planning energy. So get out your planner, look at the details, whether it's your finances, or I feel like this is something that you have wanted to set in motion for a while. This could be a creative endeavor. This could be just something that you are passionate about, but it needs some focus. It needs your focus at this time. So attend to the details. And the best way to do that is just to set aside some time, set aside an hour every weekend or however often you need in order to just sit down and take a look at things, get your energy nice and calm, and to look at things from a logical perspective, but also allowing your soul to guide you. Okay, listening to your intuition. Whatever does not feel right, it is not right. So, okay. You've also got lighten up. So I feel like you've been putting a lot of pressure on yourself to meet some demands or to get something done. And so I feel like that's why this energy is coming through, where it's saying, take time to really plan and to get things in alignment so that you don't have to carry this worry around with you where you're constantly trying to do other things and then you're saying, oh, but I need to do this, I need to get this done. Divine is saying, go ahead and take care of those things. Knock them out. Put some time into your schedule every week or every other day or however often you need in order to bring that organization to your life. And then that way there won't be this sense of burden as you go through your daily tasks where you're like, oh, I can't enjoy this because I know I got to do that. Go ahead and get that done so that you don't have to feel burdened. Okay? So you're going to be doing some planning in the month of August, and that'll be good. It'll be really good. The goddess energies that are coming to you are Arakura, which is the energy of blossoming. So you're growing, you're developing things and ideas that you've had for a while, but now they're coming into fruition. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. You're moving in the right direction, and it doesn't matter at what phase you're in with your goals and your manifestations. Just stay true to it. Stay true to what you love. That's all that matters at this point in time, is staying true to what you love and moving forward with what's truly right for you. You've got white Tara, which is sensitivity. You might find that you're more in touch with your emotions and the things that you need, as well as other people. And so what I'm getting is filter it out. There are some things that will need to be filtered out in the month of August. You'll want to make sure that you are giving your time and attention to what is truly going to benefit you and to what is a part of your path. Okay. So this is a time to really let go and distance yourself from things that are toxic. It could be on a physical level, from like harsh chemicals. You may want to just make sure that you're surrounding yourself with good, wholesome energy in your home. And also with people and relationships. If there's somebody that needs to go, or there's something that needs to be let go of it. It's a good time to do that, because when your energy is sensitive, it means that you're rapidly growing spiritually. So what you're willing to let go of, it may hurt initially because it's something that you're used to, or a connection that you've been depending on for something, but you feel like it's just not worth it in the end. It's not, it's bringing you down energetically. So you want to let go of that. And you're going to find that you feel lighter and you feel more motivated to do the things that are truly in alignment with your soul's path. Okay? All right, I'm going to take a look at, let's take a look at shadow work that is coming to you, that you may be feeling at this time or soon to confront. So you've got the energy of moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. Yeah, so that goes back to that white Tara card of letting go of things that feel toxic to you. It's so funny because a lot of people in the spiritual community talk about letting go, but I tell you, when you really let go and you're doing it with something in your life, it's like, you have your ancestors and your spirit allies, but still sometimes it just feels kind of like a lonely thing to do, where you're like, this isn't what I've been taught that life was about. It was about, just accumulating things, getting more, piling more on your plate. And somehow when you're on the spiritual path, it's about like letting go. And it's the total opposite of just accumulating things just to have them and trying to acquire some sort of status. And so Divine is saying that in those moments where you are letting go of what does not serve you, of what has made you feel like you are not worthy, letting go of anything that has stood between you and your truth, in that very moment, sometimes it can feel lonely. It's that stillness that this card is talking about. But know that that is bringing you into your sense of self-awareness. It's bringing you to a certain level of peace that if you didn't take that very brave and courageous step of moving forward, even when it's difficult, you would never have known that sense of peace, that level of stillness, as they say. You're finding peace within your own energy. It's about peeling off the layers, not needing the congratulations of other people. It's still nice to have, but just feeling like you are enough. You are enough just in who you are. There's nothing else that's needed. You don't need to add anything to that recipe. Okay? All right, I am going to lay a Celtic cross spread to see what energies are coming through for Leo for the month of August. All right, and one more card for beautiful Leo. Okay, so I'm running out of room on the table. Okay, so for your current situation, you've got the Moon. For the current conflict, you have Two of Swords. So there's something that you know deep, deep, deep within. And this is like coming through with your dreams, coming through with your visions. It feels like it's guidance that has always felt like it was a part of you, but you've been doubting it with that Two of Swords. That's the conflict. So Divine is saying to release that doubt, to let go of the worry that you've had, that it won't work out, that you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes. Let that go, because that has been blocking your psychic power. That has been blocking your ability to move forward. Okay? And which Divine is guiding you to do, to move forward. For your basis, you have Temperance. So everything that you're going through right now is about learning the balance of you. What balance is it that you need in your life? Because what other people have told you works for them, it may not work for you. And so you are figuring out what's right for you. And you're also learning to have patience with your process and with your journey. Okay. For your past, you have the Chariot. I feel like there was this moment that you had where you're like, I know I've got to move forward with this idea. I know I've got to move forward with this, because I feel like I'm seeing a ticking clock where you feel like, okay, I'm getting older. I'm not as young as I used to be. If I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? So Divine is saying to remove the pressure from yourself. You don't have to worry about that. It's not like you're going to run out of time to do these things that you're inspired to do. Just move forward. That's all. You can move forward without putting pressure on yourself. Just move forward. And the way that you move forward is finding peace in your present moment. That way you're going to be inspired to move forward. When we feel miserable, we don't want to move forward. So find your happy space in the present moment, okay? For your present, you have the High Priestess. So I know that you are very, very intuitively inclined. You have gifts that are coming to life. And I feel like you have been very tuned in lately to the people around you. You've been very sensitive to the energies around you, which is why that white Tara card came up. And so Divine is saying to guard your energy and to protect it, and to know that not everyone should have access to your psychic energy. Not everyone should know all about your dreams and about your goals and about your plans, because some people, unfortunately, not everybody comes here to support us. Some people come to present themselves as an obstacle, or to tell us that we can't do something, and then we have to get over that fear or that disbelief in ourselves. So I would suggest that you're very careful with whom you share information at this time about those dreams and goals that you're having, and that you're very selective about the people that you keep around you. You also have the Emperor. Oh, this is for your future, Leo. What you getting into? Okay, so you've got structure, authority. Yes, solid foundation, self-mastery. This is about you taking ownership of your life, and also about you feeling more stable in the creative endeavors that you are moving forward with. Okay, it's about you gaining confidence, where you're like, okay, I'm forever blossoming, really. Like you're always going to be blossoming with something. There's always something that you're going to start out with, or that you're going to be relatively wet behind the ears about, where it's like new to you, but you will learn it with time. And so stick with those things that you love, stick with them, don't give up on something just because you don't see progress at this point in time. Things take time, okay? Things take time, and so give yourself time. But there's an energy of stability that's going to feel really good in the month of August. All right, for your power, you have the Hanged Man. And this is about you being able to pause and take time to see your truth. Divine is saying that you don't need to move at the pace that you think you had to, or that you thought you had to. You can move forward with the timing that is right for you. Okay. Also, this is about the power of letting go and the power of seeing things from a different perspective, where you are you're empowered and you feel free. Okay. All right, for the people around you, you've got 7 of Cups. So I feel like there's someone around you who feels very overwhelmed, and you might be sensing this energy. There's someone who has put too much on their plate. I feel like these are choices that they have made, or this is the result of choices that they've made in life, where they just feel completely overwhelmed at this point in time. So Divine is saying to be selective about who you give your time to, because a lot of times, you put forth so much effort to lend support to people, and it really is a lesson that they need to learn on their own, ultimately, in order to grow from it. So a lot of times when we're so kind and caring and compassionate, it can, at a certain point, keep the person from evolving in the way that they should, because we're comforting them when what they really need is to feel a little bit of discomfort so that they're motivated to find a better way, or to make a better way for themselves. So that's what I'm seeing there. That this person who's feeling overwhelmed is because of something that they have done. And so they'll need to come to a resolution about that. That's not to say that you can't support them, but just don't feel like you have to dedicate every moment, every hour to them. You don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to do that. This is something that they need to figure out. And you can kind of be there over on the sideline, like, yay, you can do it. And beware of your boundaries. Okay, because a lot of times people just want to use you as a soundboard so that you can hear all their problems. But you have big things going on. Okay, so speaking of those big things, Leo, you've got, for your hopes and fears, you've got the Sun. So I feel like there's something that you are afraid of not accomplishing. There's something that you're afraid of not achieving as far as success and happiness, okay? But Divine wants to remind you, with this outcome card, 3 of Pentacles, you are building. So please don't forget the beauty of this stage where you are right now, because you are increasing your confidence. You are blossoming. And you're learning how to manage and maintain your energetic levels, your boundaries, and your awareness of other people. Sometimes you just need to kind of like, not today, so that you can preserve your own energy. You're learning how to do all of that, how to manage your energy. And this 3 of Pentacles is about learning from others. It's about collaborating. It's about expanding and growing. But it's not necessarily in that phase where it's like, whoo, here I am. Started from the bottom, now we're here, But I always like to say that, because you're never at that place where you were when you started, right? So yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here, okay? So you can celebrate every step of your journey, okay? I won't get corny with my songs, but a lot of times Spirit speaks through music, so I love mentioning the songs that come to mind. All right, and Spirit is saying to take one more for love. We're looking at love. I feel like there's something that you are reflecting on, I feel like this is a relationship from your past. This was a breakup. You're having memories of a breakup. And what's in reverse is missed chances. Like, you're thinking about something that happened in the past, and you're like, was it really that bad? Maybe I should have done this instead of doing that. Maybe I missed my opportunity. It could even be something like, oh, I met that person in the club that time. I never gave them my number. Maybe I should have given, like, there seemed to be something. Sometimes when you start thinking so much and you let your mind just wander, you can spend time on things that really is like, it's not going to be of value to you in the end, okay? So what I'm getting is total Six of Cups energy, where you're just like thinking about something that happened in the past, something that didn't work out, and you're feeling like there was a missed opportunity. But Divine is saying that everything worked out the way it was supposed to. And if there is an opportunity that's meant to come back to you, it will find its way back. If you were meant to experience something, you are going to get more and more opportunities to experience that. Trust me. That's how it works. Things that are meant for you will always come back to you. And so that doesn't mean that you want to avoid an opportunity out of fear, but you don't want to worry about having missed something in the past that was really for you. If it was really for you, it's going to come back. Okay? So you don't have to worry about anything that's happened in the past. All right, let's see. We're going to pull some cards for money and career. This could also be about your creative endeavors. Okay, so the two cards are unrealistic and investment. Okay, what I'm getting is that there are minor adjustments that need to be made to a plan that you have. And it's like the way that you're seeing it, there's something that is not in alignment with your path. It could be the amount of time in which you want to accomplish a goal. It could be one of the details about your plan that you are creating in order to figure it out. But you know, that opening card was attend to the details. So I feel like Spirit is also saying to look at your plans for things. Is it something that is really feasible? Perhaps you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself right now, Leo, to get something done too quickly or to get something done in a very big way. And Divine is saying that the way that's right for you is going to also feel like healthy. It's going to feel healthy for you. It's going to support your well-being. So if you're staying up all night doing things, if you're not getting rest, if you're constantly deprived of the things that you need in order to feel good about yourself and to have your sense of well-being, then something's out of alignment. We do go through phases where we have to work harder, and you might have to sacrifice physically for that. That's okay, but it shouldn't be an ongoing thing. So make sure that you're giving yourself the time that you need in order to manifest your goals. Give yourself the time you need to manifest your goals. You've also got the investment card. So Divine is saying to start looking at your future as far as your finances are concerned. Start putting money away if you haven't already. Think about ways in which you can set money aside and invest it or save it. I feel like it's time now. You know, Divine is saying, don't worry about what hasn't been done already. Just start where you are now. And be proud of yourself for making that move. Okay, I'm going to close with a spirit animal card. Ooh, there we go. All right, so let's see what energy is coming to you to support you. The hawk. So Leo, you are going to be very observant. You are going to be Very majestic. I see you living in your true Leo energy where you are majestic and you are admired. Okay. This is about inspiration, fearlessness, and being a visionary. So the hawk energy is coming to you. You're being guided to detach from the mundane and envision your heart's desires. See with clarity the opportunity that surrounds your new journey. Stretch and expand yourself, soar above previous limitations. So know that whatever limitations you've placed on yourself or whatever limitations you had in the past, you're moving beyond that and you are on a different dimension now. So hold your head up high and be proud of yourself, okay? All right, Leo, I hope that this reading was helpful to you. Please be sure to like. If you'd like to leave a comment, feel free. I'd love to hear from you. And also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.